Oh, look who's hit rock bottom emotionally and found a miraculous tutorial on how to make her miss you. All right, let's go. Have you ever stopped to think about why she doesn't even remember you exist? Why moving on was so easy for her, like changing the channel when the show gets boring? Here's the diagnosis. You're predictable, an emotional doormat, always available, always obvious, always a walking bore. And you know what happens to people like that? That's right, they lose their charm. Nobody misses a monotonous certainty. But hold on, Prince of Suffering, because today the joke is over. Want to change the game? Make her realize she might have thrown away something worthwhile? All right, here's the foolproof plan that has already saved a legion of love-struck fools. 7 days of absolute silence. 7 miserable days. No messages, no liking stories, no signs of life. Disappear. Become a myth. During this time, she'll start wondering, did I screw up? Did I lose something amazing? Spoiler, the answer might be no, but let's keep the hope, right? Oh, and before your insecurity screams, what if she doesn't reach out to me? Relax. This isn't just pointless coldness, it's a strategy. In the end, you'll have the tools to come out of this story as the winner, or at least stop looking like a participation trophy. But wait, the miraculous content isn't free, you know? Someone liked, commented, and subscribed before you for this to appear in your pathetic life. So, do the basics. Like, subscribe, and leave that "thanks algorithm" in the comments. It's the least you can do to pay for this slap in the face in video format. Now enough drama, let's get to the video because, honestly, my patience is in the same place as her respect for you. Missing. Why ignoring someone works. Why ignoring someone works. Easy. It's basic human behavior. We don't value what we have in excess. Too much attention becomes background, too many messages become spam, and saying good morning every day is practically an emotional alarm clock. Nobody cares anymore. It's like watching your favorite movie 10 times in a row. At first it's wow, then it becomes meh. And the main mistake you make is obvious. You give too much too soon, and you become the walking definition of predictability. Always available, always whatever you want, love. So what? Zero impact. Because where there's no absence, there's no longing, my friend. Now comes the psychological icing on the cake. The human brain loves what it doesn't have. It loves a mystery, a doubt, a could it be. When you disappear, chaos begins. Why did he vanish? Is he with someone else? Did I mess up? Boom, you've just rented a duplex in her mind without even paying the condo fees. But wait, before you think that ignoring is about giving a moral lesson or revenge, let me be clear, it's not. This is about recalibrating the scales, showing that you have value, that you're not a fast food giveaway to be grabbed at any moment. And that's where the glorious 7-day method comes in. 7 days of total disappearance, orchestrated with mastery. It's not just pretending to be busy while crying in the shower. It's disappearing with purpose. Because done the right way, this is a punch to someone else's ego that will leave marks. Ready to understand how to turn longing into a personified form? Let's get into the details of the plan, because if you're going to ignore, you might as well do it with style. Step 1. Complete cutoff of contact. First, understand the basics. No messages, no likes, no emojis, or that innocent story just to stake your territory. Nothing at all. You're going to evaporate from her life, like the dignity of someone who still sends good morning every day. Why is this so important? Simple. Nobody misses something that's still obvious to her. It's like that catchy song that only becomes good after you stop listening to it for a few months. As long as you're giving signs of life, even if it's just a little like, she'll continue to treat you as a constant, predictable and disposable. Now let's deal with your pathetic anticipated excuses. What if she sends me a message? Ignore it, my friend. It's not the time to be the dog wagging its tail because it got attention. But what if she doesn't react? Doesn't matter. Absence is a ninja strategy, silent, and needs time to take effect. Desperation only hinders. Here's the secret. The complete cutoff isn't just about disappearing. It's about you showing that you have at least minimal emotional control. If she realizes you're just trying to give a moral lesson or playing hard to get, the plan goes down the drain. So, keep the pose. Having a hard time resisting? Turn off notifications, delete the apps, or go plant a garden. I don't know. Do anything to avoid stalking her profile and wrecking your own strategy. Because every relapse, no matter how small, is shooting yourself in the foot. Silence isn't just a tactic. It's the foundation of the emotional resentment you want to provoke. After all, absence works at her pace, slow but destructive. Now take a deep breath and start the show. Step 2. Work on yourself. Now, the second step of the plan. It's not about becoming a contemplative monk, staring at walls while waiting for her to miss you. It's about you, finally putting the energy you spent sending heart emojis into something truly worthwhile. Yourself. Be honest with yourself. When was the last time you invested 100% of your time and effort to become a more incredible version of yourself? Exactly. It's now or never. Start with the physical. Yes, I'm talking about sweating, lifting weights, running, or whatever makes you stop looking like a bland extra. Nothing grabs attention more than a visible transformation. When she sees you, either in person or online, the goal is simple. She needs to think, "Wow, did I lose that?" Then your social life. Do you have friends, or have you already swapped them all for her message notifications? Rescue those contacts. Invite your crew out. Do something fun. And here's the secret. Document the moment. Not to rub it in her face, but to casually show that you're living your best life. And remember, naturalness is key. No forced poses of, "Look how amazing I am now." And finally, your mind. Write a book, learn a skill, do something that shows you're not just another pretty face or body. Evolving is essential, not just to impress her, but so you can see how much you can improve. Now, the strategic bonus. If you decide to post something on social media, do it like someone who doesn't want anything. A casual photo without a cheesy caption. Maybe you're laughing with friends in a different place or practicing that hobby you always pretended to be interested in. The goal is to leave her wondering, what's going on with him? In summary, it's not just about disappearing. It's about reappearing more interesting, more confident, and, surprise, genuinely happier. And you know the magic? When you truly invest in yourself, she stops being the focus. And at that moment, my friend, you've already won. If you're fed up with being the idiot she uses as a lackey, who accepts any crumbs and still gets kicked to the curb when she feels like it, then wake up. It's time to stop swallowing disrespect and turn this dirty game around. Go to the description and grab the digital book I left for you. After reading it, you'll learn to be a real challenge, to never bow your head again, and to put any woman in her place without mercy. Enough of being trampled and discarded like a useless person. If you want respect, then start acting like a man who demands respect. Step 3. Master the moment of contact. Congratulations, emotional strategist. If you followed the steps so far, it's time for the third act. Preparing for the moment when she finally reaches out to you. Because, let's be honest, she probably will. Whether it's a, "Hi, how are you?" an intrigued, "You disappeared, everything okay?" or even that playful like on one of your photos. It doesn't matter the form. What matters is your reaction. First commandment, keep calm. No acting like a fan at the championship final when the message arrives. No jumping out of your chair. No capturing the screen to show friends. This isn't a victory. It's just the beginning of the next round. If you respond quickly or with too much enthusiasm, congratulations, you've just destroyed the mystery you spent days building. Respond as if it's just another Tuesday. If she asks why you disappeared, keep the tone simple and direct. I was busy. Period. No emotional paragraphs, no stories about how you've become a new enlightened being. It's a casual reminder that you have a life outside her radar. The secret here isn't what you say, but how you position yourself. Your message needs to convey that you're not desperate, that her contact is good, but it's not the event of the year. Time is your ally. She sent you a message? Great. Wait a few hours or even a day to respond. Show that you have more to do than be on call with your phone. This reinforces that you're not a constant, that there's now a new balance of power. Be brief, be confident. No long, emotional, or explanatory texts. Your new persona is someone who has priorities, goals, and, surprise, a complete life without depending on whoever is on the other side of the screen. And most importantly, don't let it show that you were counting the seconds for that contact. Because the real game here isn't to make her talk to you, but to make her realize that your life has moved on, and that maybe she wants to be part of it again. Play it well, keep the pose, and take control. The board is now yours. Step 4. Don't lose position. Maintain control. Congratulations, sentimental strategist. If you've made it this far without stumbling, the game is in full swing. She reached out to you, you responded like nothing happened, and now the ball is in your court. But here comes the big danger. The risk of reverting to that old, predictable, and desperate, available 24/7. If you do that, congratulations. You're going to trash everything you've built. So, pay attention. The most crucial step is this. Maintain the game. What does maintain the game mean? Simple. You can't become the same as before. That person who's always available, dead and buried. Now, your attention is a privilege, not an acquired right. First, continue living like someone who's busy and independent, for real, not just on the surface. This isn't a performance, it's a lifestyle. When she realizes you have priorities beyond her, the dynamic changes completely. And more importantly, she'll want to fight for a place in your schedule. Golden rule, don't show desperation. She wants to find you? Great. But calm down. Don't say yes immediately. Respond like someone checking a CEO's schedule. I'll see if I can make it next week. There. That sentence alone changes the whole vibe. Now you're the person setting the pace, not her. Keep the mystery alive. No monologues about your life. If she asks what you've been up to, throw out a vague and intriguing sentence like, "Oh, some interesting things, nothing special." The goal here is to let her curiosity work. She needs to feel that something is happening in your life that she doesn't know about, and that's irresistible. Establish clear boundaries. Now that you've regained the spotlight, it's time to show that the show has new rules. No being a plan B or someone she only seeks out when she's bored. If she wants to come back, she needs to understand that the standard is now different and that you're not there to be treated as a freebie. Balance is everything. Maintaining the game isn't about becoming an emotional robot or playing eternal manipulation. It's about leading the dance, but without wearing both sides down with endless games. You want her to chase after you, but with respect and genuineness. In the end, the goal is simple. You become the prize. And you know what? She'll notice that. Now review the 4 steps and see how this strategy turns the dynamic in your favor. If you play it well, the control will be all yours. Good luck, champion. So why is this strategy so efficient? You followed the plan, and now you're wondering, why is this strategy so efficient? The answer is in her head, literally. The human mind has a love-hate relationship with uncertainties, and that's exactly where you win the game. When you disappear, silence becomes an emotional black hole. She starts questioning everything. Is he with someone else? Did I do something wrong? What if I never get another chance? These doubts not only consume her mental space, but grow like a snowball rolling down a hill. Each passing day, the discomfort increases. And you know the secret. Nobody is prepared to be ignored. We live in a world where everything is instant. Messages, likes, replies. Silence in this scenario becomes almost an anomaly. And everything that's rare becomes valuable. Here's the masterstroke. Your absence forces her to revisit the memory she has of you. And guess what happens? She only remembers the good parts. Without you around to reinforce the flaws, what remains are the pleasant moments. What was once guaranteed now seems like a lost treasure. But attention, this only works if you take it seriously. This isn't a cheap trick or childish manipulation. It's about rescuing the value you should have had from the beginning. Your attention is precious and needs to be treated as such. When you disappear, you give her the most valuable gift: perspective. The chance to realize that your presence isn't an acquired right, but something that needs to be earned. So, focus on the process. Remember, you're not just disappearing. You're creating space for her to realize what she lost. And that's the checkmate of this strategy. Now you have the secret in your hands. Now you have the secret in your hands. The 7-day method isn't just any cold shoulder. It's a complete strategy for you to take control, not just of the situation, but of your own life. Let's quickly review to engrave this in your mind. Disappear. Cut all and any contact. Let silence do the heavy lifting. Invest in yourself. Use this time to transform into someone you, honestly, won't even recognize. In a good way, of course. Respond with confidence. When she reaches out, maintain a calm, controlled, and above all, indifferent tone. Establish a new standard. It's not just about her missing you. It's about creating a relationship, whether with her or someone else, based on respect and value, your value. The ultimate goal: become impossible to ignore. Because when you change, the game changes. Control returns to your hands and the decision becomes yours. Now comes the real test: putting this into practice. It doesn't help to just watch, nod your head, and stay the same. Want results? Then do what needs to be done. And here's the final message. If you like the content, show that you're alive. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a "disappeared returned" in the comments. I want to know how this strategy transformed your game. Remember, champion, you don't need to chase anyone. Whoever wants to be by your side will realize the value of being there. Be the prize.